FizzBuzz is the most famous interview screening question of all the time. Companies used it to filter the candidates in first 5 minutes. So let's solve it properly and talk about why the order matters of the conditions matters more than you think. So welcome guys, I am Rachit. Welcome back to the channel where we crash DS and competitive programming questions, and our motto is one problem at a time. So if you are new to here, smash that subscribe button and drop a like. It genuinely helps the channel to grow. And so today we are solving the question 412 FizzBuzz. Let's get into it. Given an integer n, return a string array where for every number from 1 to n, if divisible by 3 and 5 both, put FizzBuzz. If divisible by 3, put Fizz. And if divisible by 5 only, then put Buzz. Otherwise, put the number itself as a string. If n if n is 15, the output would be 1, 2, Fizz, 4, Buzz, Fizz, 7, 8, Fizz, Buzz, 11, Fizz, 13, 15, Fizz, Buzz. 15 is the first Fizz Buzz divisible by both 3 and 5. 3, 6, 9, 12 are Fizz only. 5 and 10 are Buzz only. Everything else just a number as a string. We have to check for specific condition in a very specific order. The critical thing would be checking the divisibility by 3 and 5 both firstly, so that before checking them individually, because if we have checked 15 divisible by 3 and 5 both before we have checked this, we have checked it like divisibility by 3 first. The 15 hits Fizz branch and never gets to the Fizz bus. Same thing goes with the Fuzz, divisible by 5 first checking, then it would go to the first branch, bus branch, never goes to the Fizz bus branch. That's the bug that fails most first attempt. Check most specific combined conditions first, then we have to use the individual one, then the number fallback. That's the order of everything. So let's go through the code, and we are doing coding in C++ as we are dealing with the DSA. So first we are going to create a vector string. Vector string, sorry, and loop to check 1 to n inclusive. The problem is one indexed. So starting the I from 1 till I is less than or equal to n, and increment the I. Here we have to check that if I is divisible by 3, which is equals to 0, and we are using here logical AND to have the both statement true, then the answer would be true. I divisible by 5 equals 0. Then we have to answer dot pushback fizz FizzBuzz. And first check the divisibility by 3 and 5 both, and if this catch matches all the multiples of 15, then we check this first. If we checked I mod 3 alone is first, then 15 would go and there and never break this, never reach this branch. So writing the else if part for the 3 and 5 both alone, we have to check it. Here I forgot to write the conditions. I modulo 3 is equal to 0. ns dot pushback. What we have to push in this is the fizz part only. And in the else, the default category would be can't write. Default would be we have to return the string. So here we also have to write this one. Here we have to change this to 5 and this to buzz. here else. In this else, we have to write that answer dot push back. We have to write it to string because the answer is in the string of I. This is what we have to push back, and at last we have to return the answer. First format it, yeah. And now let's hit the run button. We have written this fallback. None of the above conditions match. Then convert I to string using toString method and push it and return the completed array. Let's hit the submit button first, and we would run to the dry run. Here you can see our code got accepted, and let's try run on this. First, we let me go to the description page. Yes. Let's try run on n equals to 5. One is neither there. So push one. One I is 2. So neither is there. Then push 2. I is 3. Divisible by 3. So yes. Not 5. Then I is divisible by 3 but not 5. Then we have to put Fizz. So I is divisible by I is 3, then it is divisible by 3, but not 5. Then we have to put the Fizz. I is 4, so it is neither divisible by 3 and 5. So we have to push 4 as it is. Then I is 5, divisible by 5, but not 3. Then we have to put buzz. Then return 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, Fizz, 4, buzz. And that's correct. So time complexity for this would be order of n, and one pass through numbers 1 to n. Space complexity would be order of n for the result array. Can't do better since we have to produce the outputs. And the real interview follow-up would be if instead of this 3 and 5, we had arbitrary divisors and labels. Then the scalable approach would be store the divisor label in a list and build the result string by iterating through all the pairs per number. Uh, the second approach would be a much complicated one because we have to add the list by which we have to divide. If we have to divide, they are not told to divide by 3 and 5 only. They have told to divide by 2 and 7. Then we have to mention 2, comma, the word for the 7, 2. Then the for loop which checks for the empty string, and for loop we have auto and rules in it. If I percent r dot first is equals to 0, then s is s plus r dot second, then push back s dot empty, and then that's it. This answer would be separates the good candidate from the great one in the interview. If you mention the second approach, I would add the second approach in the description below. So have a check it out on that one also. And that's it. The lead code question 412 FizzBuzz. Simple problem, but two things to absolute nail. Check the combined condition first, and know the scalable multi-rule approach for the second follow-up. If this helped you, drop a like. It seriously means a lot, and subscribe so you never miss a video. I will catch you in the next one. Till then, bye guys.